Anthropic just filed confidential paperwork for a public stock offering, and it just leapfrogged OpenAI in one of the most watched races in tech. While the world has been debating which AI company will dominate the future, Anthropic quietly walked into the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission and submitted its S-1 filing on June 1, 2026. The IPO race between the two most powerful AI labs on Earth just got very real. Here's everything you need to know. To understand why this moment matters, you have to understand what Anthropic is. Founded by former OpenAI researchers, Anthropic is the company behind Claude, one of the most capable and widely used AI assistants in the world today. The company has positioned itself as a safety-focused alternative in the AI arms race, attracting massive investment from some of the biggest names in technology and finance. And now, it's making its most consequential move yet, going public. On June 1, 2026, Anthropic officially filed confidential paperwork with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission to initiate the process of becoming a publicly traded company. This is a formal, legally significant step. Filing with the SEC means Anthropic has submitted its S-1 registration statement, which contains detailed financial disclosures, business descriptions, and risk factors, all of which will eventually become public. The word confidential simply means the filing itself hasn't been released to the public yet, which is standard practice for high-profile companies that want to test investor appetite before their documents go live. Here is what we know and what we don't. As of the filing date, the number of shares Anthropic plans to offer has not been determined. The target stock price has not been set either. These are normal omissions at this early stage. What is confirmed is that the process has officially begun, and Anthropic has taken a concrete regulatory step that its chief rival, OpenAI, has not yet matched in the same way. That brings us to the competitive dimension of this story, and it is significant. For months, speculation has swirled around which of the two AI giants, Anthropic or OpenAI, would be first to tap public markets. OpenAI has been discussing potential paths to a public offering, but as of this filing, Anthropic has moved first. In the world of capital markets, being first matters. It signals confidence, momentum, and financial discipline. It also means Anthropic gets to frame the AI investment narrative before OpenAI does. For investors, this filing is the starting gun for what could be one of the most anticipated technology IPOs in years. The broader AI sector has attracted extraordinary levels of venture capital and corporate investment. A successful Anthropic IPO would be a major signal about how public markets value AI companies at scale. Not just the hype, but the actual business model, the revenue, the margins, and the path to profitability. Every number in that eventual public S-1 will be scrutinized with intense interest. The implications extend beyond Wall Street. A publicly traded Anthropic would face new pressures: quarterly earnings expectations, shareholder accountability, and greater scrutiny of its safety commitments versus its commercial ambitions. The company has always argued that responsible AI development and business success are not in conflict. Going public will test that argument in the most transparent way possible. What should you watch for next? Look for the public release of Anthropic's S-1 filing, which will reveal revenue figures, growth rates, key customers, and risk disclosures. Watch how OpenAI responds, whether it accelerates its own public market plans. And pay attention to how investors and analysts react when the full filing becomes available, because that reaction will set the tone for the entire AI investment landscape going into the second half of 2026. Anthropic's move into public markets is more than a business milestone. It is a signal that the AI era is maturing from a world of private bets and venture capital into something far more consequential, a publicly accountable, publicly owned piece of the future. The race is officially on,